Mhm. Okay, so good to see everyone. So I really wanted to I want to start with the Torah by the Baal Shem Tov. It's in Parshat Pekudei. And I just thought that, it's like we're all feeling so much pain in our hearts, just all these amazing soldiers that are giving their lives for us. And does anyone know Alon Ben? I don't know. Leah, do you know his name, Alon Ben?
Sharon.
Ben what?
Sharon.
Sharon, his father's name?
I don't know his father's name. His mother's name is Sharon.
Okay. Anyway, his soul mamash should have an aliyat neshama, and all the holy souls of all the soldiers that have given their lives.
Amen.
Mamash have an aliyat neshama. I'm sure that they're going. I'm sure. Ezrat Hashem. We have the emunah that they're going really to the highest places. So I just want to start with the Torah from the Baal Shem Tov from Parshat Pekudei, and he says like this. Eitzah Yitzua, just advice to lichlol, to include myself, ourselves, and our kavana when we're doing mitzvot, when we're praying, when we're meditating. He gives also, like when you're eating and also on Shabbat, that you include your kavana, imshar shlome emune Yisrael, with all those who are complete with Amunah, that know how to do kavanas and to know how to do mitzvot. In other words, we're including ourselves now with all the Rebbes, with all they know how to do all the kavanas, and also kavanat anshe knesset gedola. And it says that, and he says that in the name of the Ari, Kodem Tfilah, and I want to say Kodem Tfilah, especially Kodem Tfilah, Kodem any mitzvah, Tzarich Lamar, V'havta l'reacha kamocha. L'kayem mitzvot aseh, K'dei sheyichlechu kavanato utfilato, that we are doing this mitzvah asah, like we're learning now, which is a mitzvah, and we're going to meditate, which is a mitzvah, and we're going to pray, which is a mitzvah. We're going to include our kavanas with those who know how to do yichudim and to connect above. So I just felt that just to include ourselves from below to above, like Ahavat Yisrael, we're Knesset Yisrael, and that's why all our hearts are aching right now, and so we really want to include ourselves with the kavanas of everyone who knows how to do Yehudim. So I want to begin with, this is a Torah from the Baal Shem Tov, and I want to begin with the Torah from the Baal Shem Tov, which is also important in prayer, which is also important in meditation. So in this week's Parsha, it says, Osei Tzoar l'Teiva. Hashem tells Noah to build an ark, and he says, make a light, a window, for the Teiva. Now the Baal Shem Tov says, the word Teiva is an ark, but the word Teiva is also a word, your word. And the Baal Shem Tov, we've talked about this before, has pages and pages and pages in Parshat Noah called Amud Tfilah, which are based on this pasuk of Oseh Tzoar l'Teiva, to make your words shine, like when you pray, and even when we meditate on Shemot, to make our words shine. So I just want to share with you some of the things that I wrote down. I have this notebook from 20 years ago. Mamash, it's from 20 years ago, where I have all these notes on Amuna Tefillah. And I have to say, because Pamela Leah is in the group right now, maybe it was about 20 something years ago, Pamela gave me a beautiful, beautiful notebook. It was so beautiful, I didn't want to write in it. And then I thought, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to write. And that's when I started my whole, no, I have stacks and stacks of notebooks going back more than 20 years. And I'm telling you this because what I'm going to read to you is what I wrote more than 20 years ago, and it's so relevant today. So I just really want to encourage everyone. One of the things that we can do after the Hagim in order to ground the lights, because we're going to talk about that more after the meditation, it's so important to ground the lights into Ma'asim. Like B'yam Darkecha, he talks about grounding the lights in all the things that we know, right? In Tefillah, in learning Torah. And I'll tell you something, even though you might think you're not a writer, everyone is a writer. And if you go and buy yourself a beautiful notebook, beginning of the new year, and write on it, Tav Shin Pei Hey, which is Pa, which is Po. And as you hear Torahs, as you learn Torahs, make notes. In 20 years from now, you'll be really surprised what you wrote 20 years ago, Bezrat Hashem. So, um, so I just want to share with you what he says, that attach yourself to the letters that are called the nefesh inside that are called, and inside the letters, draw down the chiyut from above, because through this you can lift up the letters to their root and also your neshama. I'm going to say it over again. When you make a light to the letters, when you're praying, when you're learning Torah, and now we're going to do it while we're meditating, we're drawing down light from above, like we're really drawing down the light of the Ein Or Sof into the letters, and we're lighting them out. We're going to do this soon in the meditation. And through this, you can lift it all up to the source. So for me, the Baal Shem Tov, Oseh lecha Teiva, make yourself a ship and go sailing on your ship. When you're meditating, your letters, the letters of Hashem's name, or the letters of your tefillah. Like I was just walking, did a walking meditation, and I was just doing Ana Hashem Hoshiana, Ana Hashem Hatzlichana. And as I was walking, I was just feeling the energy of the letters filling up my whole body. And my whole body felt like a ship, and I was walking and sailing. Bring it into your maasim. Like, I was thinking, it's hard to be besimcha when there's so much tsa'ar. But one of the ways that we can really be besimcha is by connecting to Hashem, connect to the light in the letters, and know that we're really doing something very important, right? We know that the world stands on three pillars: Torah, Avoda, and Gemilut Chasadim. And so we know that our prayer and our meditation, we're really, really doing something. The Baal Shem Tov says over and over again to really believe. And Sarah Yehudit says it also, to really believe in ourselves, to really believe that little me, like my prayers and my meditation, are really making a difference, that they're affecting higher worlds. I can pull down light to higher worlds and bring up my prayers to higher worlds. So there's another really beautiful thing that in the Baal Shem Tov. So it says in the Torah to Noah, go into the ark, you and all your household. And the Baal Shem Tov says, this means go into it with all your body and with all your strength, and enter your words. Enter your word when you're meditating. Enter your word when you're praying. And I think sometimes when we're praying, it really means to slow down like on the meditation retreats, we always do one section very, very slowly. Baal Shem Tov says, when you connect one letter to another letter to another letter, and you make a word, this creates oneg, this creates a sense of pleasure. So I was thinking in our meditation, when we connect the yud and the hey and the vav and the hey, and these letters filled with light are connecting, it creates a pleasure within us and a pleasure for Hashem. So I'm just looking through my notes. Okay, listen to what the Baal Shem Tov says. He says that the letters are called avanim. They're like precious stones. They're like building blocks. When a tsar comes to you, when you feel tsar, like we're all feeling tsar, attach yourself to the godly light within the letters, to the inner light of the letters. And when you pray and when you learn with the letters and you lift up your prayer, then your tsar will be yitbatel, like you will let go of your tsar. So it's a good lesson for us right now that when we feel the tsar, when we feel it, we can just turn it back up to Hashem, give it back up to Hashem with our prayers. So he says, you need a lot of emunah to do that. But you have to come with all your strength and all your koach into the letters. Okay, I'm going to read you one more thing. When you pray, when you meditate, attach yourself to the letters. I'm saying it again, and bring the light, the chiyut from above, and attach the inner light of the letters. By doing this, you lift up the letters to the source, and also you lift up your neshama. So I think that this is really one way that we can deal now with the tsar that we're going through. Okay, so before we meditate, does anyone want to say anything? Anyone want to share anything? Does anyone have the yud hey vav hey with them?
Paper.
You have it, Miriam?
I have here. I have it.
Okay.
You see that okay?
Yeah, that's great. Okay, so this is what we're going to meditate, the yi and the va, because we're not going to do the yohe va. If anyone wants to do, they could do all four, the yohe and the va and hey, but just simplicity, right? This is our go-to, right? The yi and the va. And we know that on the first page of the Shulchan Aruch, that if we want to come to a place of yirah and simcha and tikva, to meditate on this name of Hashem, on the Yi and the Va. So just for simplicity's sake, we're going to meditate on that now. And if it doesn't work for anybody, choose a different name of Hashem, because we know through meditating on Hashem, we come to Devekut, to connection with Hashem. So if the Yi and the Va does not work for you, then choose Ahava or choose a Pasuk. But the thing is, keep your mind focused. This is your ship. This is a ship that we're going to sail on. We're going to sail all the way up to the Kisei Kavod. Okay. Is everyone good to go? Okay. So if everyone can please mute yourself. Okay. So I invite you all just to close your eyes. And just feel how your body's supported by the chair that you're sitting on. And just take a moment and take 3 very slow, deep breaths. Just inhaling or Hadash and just exhaling and let go of anything that you need to let go of on the exhale. Make your exhale slightly longer than your inhale. So let's take 3 slow, deep breaths. Just take a moment. Just feel if there's any tension or constriction anywhere in your body. And just on an exhale, just breathe it out. Let it go like great gray smoke. And inhale or Hadash into that part of your body. And we're just going to imagine the Mikubalim tell us that the light of the Shekhinah is above our heads. And the light of the Shekhinah is very high. It's a very high light. And it extends through the upper heavens. So just imagine above your head this quiet, still light that is descending slowly, slowly from the crown of your head and onto your face. And as the light descends with a gentle shower of light, we're just going to give our body a sweet shower of light just to let go of any constrictions, any worries, any pains, any doubts. So just feel the light, the sweet light coming down like a gentle shower of light into your face, releasing any tension in your face. Let go of any tension around your mouth and just relax your tongue on the bottom of your mouth. And just feel the light. It's coming down over your shoulders, in the back of your neck and your throat. Feel the light. It's just opening it up. The whole area of your neck and your throat is relaxing and opening. No, just feel the light coming down over your chest and into your heart and down your arms, into your belly, and all the way down to the bottom of your feet. Just this gentle shower of light within your body. And just feel how this light is extending all around you, on all sides of you, from way above to down below. And so that you are in a bubble of light, or maybe even in a sukkah of light, right? How the Baal Shem Tov says, how half the orb of heaven surrounds you on all sides. What would it feel like to be surrounded by half the orb of heaven? The Baal Shem Tov, no, the Rambam says when you pray, imagine that you're in heaven and your heart is empty and the Shekhinah is before you. And so here we are. Half the orb of heaven is surrounding us, and it is such a calm, relaxed, still and open place. Like the Baal Shem Tov says, feel how you are ganuz, hidden within the light. So the light that is outside of you is really inside of you, and the inside of you is outside of you, and everything is just Enod Milvado, is only Hashem's light and calmness and peacefulness and stillness. And in this place of calmness and stillness, we're going to attach our minds and our hearts to the word that we're going to sail upon, which is Shem Hashem, which has the holy letters of Yud and Hey and Vav and Hey. And the Baal Shem Tov says, draw down light from above into the letters. So just imagine for a moment the Yud, just see that Yud, and imagine it is filled with light. Every letter is filled with Nishamot, Olamot, or Ein Sof within the Yud. And then imagine this Yud is attaching itself to the Hey. Just imagine how the Hey is filled with light. And now how the Yud and the Hey join the Vav. Just see the Vav filled with light, attaching to the final Hey, which is filled with holy light. And the Baal Shem Tov says, enter into the letters and into the word, which become a ship for you to sail upon. And so you bring all your focus and all your attention into these holy, holy letters. And we're going to meditate on the letters with the Nikudot of Yi and Va. Yi and Va is a ship that we're going to sail upon. And it's filled with light. The letters are filled with light. And the vibration of the letters is filled with light. And so for 15 minutes, we're going to meditate on the Yi and the Va, bringing all our strength, all our koach, all our focus into these holy letters, which are ship that we're going to sail upon, surrounded by light, surrounded by half the orb of heaven. And we can imagine that we're sailing all the way up to the Kisei HaKavod. Hashem's Kisei HaKavod is filled with simcha, with light, and with love. So we're going to meditate now for 15 minutes. אור חדש על ציונתיים, ונזכה כולנו במהרה להוראה. So we're going to turn our meditation into tefillah, and we're going to ask Hashem for Or Hadash, for the light of Geula, for the light of healing, for the light of Emunah, for the light of protection. For the hostages, for the soldiers, for all of Am Yisrael. So we're just going to take 2 minutes and mamash, just send our love, send our energy and our prayers to the hostages, to the soldiers, and all of Am Yisrael. Just breathe out slowly one time. Just feel your body being supported by the chair that you're sitting in the room that you're sitting in. And just take a couple of very, very slow, deep breaths. Breathing in slowly, inhaling slowly, exhaling slowly. And then when you're ready, just slowly, slowly open your eyes. Just focus on something in your room, the light coming through the window, a beautiful plant, beautiful color. Then when you're ready, we're going to go into Shov. We're going to ground our meditation. And also we're coming to Chodesh Mar Cheshvan. And Mar Cheshvan is Miracheshet, the whispers, the whispers. And we're just going to take 5 minutes. Just write down any impressions you had from the meditation. And even more, write down any insights that you got all the way from Rosh Chodesh Elul until today, through the Chagim, of any new perceptions that you have for coming into the new year. So we're just going to do a writing meditation for 5 minutes. Don't think, just write. Just let your pen move. Just don't think, just write. Okay, one more minute. Okay. Hey, ladies, does anyone want to share anything?
I just want to say such a different, for me, it was such a different quality to feel like I'm entering in to the yi and the va, because in my meditations privately, it's like I have it in my mind, and I keep going back to it. And to me, it's always been like a calling, like a meeting or connecting. But to enter into it,
Mm,
to enter into the vibration of it, it was so profound, and it's something that I want to walk with in my life. Do you know? It's like and even, like I had an itch here and I was ready to sneeze and all these things that I would normally, I know when I did meditation practice, you're not supposed to do it, but now I like go like this or I sneeze. And I said, no, I'm in this vibration. It'll take care of it.
oh,
Do you know?
beautiful.
But it was like letting go and just knowing I was in this vibration of the yi and the va. So I just want to thank you so much. It was really, it's something transformative for me. So thank you.
Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem. Thanks for sharing that.
I love the image of the ship.
Mm,
Yeah, I went on the ship. I was floating wherever Hashem would take me. And it was really beautiful. It was really, it gave it like a direction, like a way to go, just to be on that ship. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Hashem. Baruch Hashem. Does anyone want to share anything about insights going into the new year? Any insights that you got from Rosh Chodesh Elul till today? It's been quite a process that you want to bring back into Maaseh, into the new year. Did anything come out in your writing? And I would encourage everyone to just keep writing.
Well, I'll just say one more thing. What Sarah Yehudi said about the shofar and just like absorbing it was just for me, it was very transformative because there's so much that we're always trying to, and we're trying to, and to just let it be, appreciate, accept, embrace, and not to try so hard, just to absorb. And that was my big takeaway after a whole month of Elul, of focusing on the David Hashem Ori and Nishmat Kol Chai and Perek Shira and Shira Shiram and all these, to-do lists, which is, I'm saying it's not important, it is, but it has to seep in and absorb and not try, just let it be. So that was my big takeaway. So it was really a big gift that I heard that about shofar, because it just made everything become very practical and sort of down to earth
Beautiful.
For me.
Beautiful. But it's really a lesson for all of us, because meditation is really a time of being, right? And we don't need to be trying so hard, right? Sometimes it's just letting go and being in the space and just feeling the light and not doing anything, right? It's just so we have to really remind ourselves to carve out being time in our days, right? Very important. Does anyone else want to share anything?
I just want to say a lot of mine had to do with really true forgiveness,
Mm,
and I want to explore that more, but forgiveness for myself and just really letting go into forgiveness, and with that allowing joy and love to lead the way. Because if we want Ruach HaKodesh, it can't have to be, it's not cheshboning all the time. It has to be
right.
that's what they did, was with joy and love to be able to connect. So
Mm,
focus was really a lot on that, letting go with Amuna, knowing everything hashgacha pratit, and with forgiveness with self and everything.
yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. And the work goes on, right? It just, right? The work goes on. Mm. So I had this amazing experience meditating in the sukkah. It was on Shabbat. And maybe we'll do more about Shabbat in this group, because on Shabbat there is like a really high, clear light that's really important to bring it back into the week with us. And I had this experience of, I was meditating and like looking out into the garden from the sukkah, and it's hard to explain, but the outside became my inside. It wasn't that the garden was outside of me, it was like inside of me. And it was like, it was like one of those spiritual moments where I really lived Einod Milvado, because it wasn't that everything was outside of me. It's hard to explain, but it was just such a high experience. So I just wanted to share that with all of you, and just to really encourage us to, one of the things that we can bring with us after the Chagim is, we all made extra space during Elul, extra space for tshuva and for tefillah, and to keep it up, not to let it go now that we're, and that, the letter for Cheshvan is Nun. It's like Nefila. This is the month of things are falling into place. It's true. We're in a sense falling in a certain sense from that high, but on the other place, like things are like falling into place, like within us, the forgiveness or the sense of being, or the power of the tefillah, or the power of our meditations, or our insights, or, and also, what are the things that you heard, that you understood, that you need to do now, right? Is there anything, a takeaway, something else that you need to do in your life that you want to add to your life? Like I got very clearly that I need to teach another meditation class for people in Chutz La'aretz. I mean, that just kept like, so I'm telling it, she said it will help me to do it. So, but everybody, one of us, we each got something that we know that we want to put into the works. So maybe just continue writing about, it doesn't have to be huge. It can be a small thing. Like what do you want to add to this year, special year? Like what's your special avoda? Or something that you want to fix in your midot. Like I know it was so powerful for me what we did with the eating. We did it for the Aser to make tshuva of like eating with consciousness. And I feel that it got like more into me and changed my eating. So I'm really coming into the new year with hopes that I will continue eating the Shem Shemaim, like working on eating. So if you really go back and you think of like all the inner work that we did, like what's whispering in your soul? So I would just really encourage everyone to take some time today. I think today, tomorrow, like this week, like going into the new month of like grounding. I think it's really grounding the light that we got. So does anyone want to share anything before we part ways? So I'm thinking of doing a get together, but I'll be in touch because Pamela Lay is here, so an excuse to do a gathering, but I'll be in touch.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Thank
And Leigh,
you.
I'm so
It
glad
worked out.
your son is out of the army. You can breathe a bit now, right?
Well, I'm breathing and I'm sleeping a bit. I don't know when he goes back in, but I'm breathing and sleeping, which is nice.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that you need to be really nice to yourself now.
Yeah, I am. I've made an appointment with Ghana.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hannah is the gift that we gave Leah Lori at the last retreat. So finally,
I think I need it.
yeah, enjoy.
Thank you so much. Okay,
Okay, have a good week, everyone.
thank you.
Thank you
Bye-bye.
so much. This was so
Thank you.
special.
So special.
Just
Thank
what we all
you.
needed coming back into this year. I
Yeah.
was praying for this and you gave it to us. Thank you.
Good. Good to see you.
Can't wait to get together.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Mhm.